I am camera shy, but my husband and I found this super awesome group. We meet every third Thursday of the month, and it's called Therapeutic Thursdays. The concept is so awesome. There's a panel of therapists and counselors, and then the community, we come together, and there's a topic that they present every month. The therapists give their professional therapeutic insight, and then we, the community, we share our take or our how it pertains to our lives in each session. Sorry, I'm trying to spit it out. So last month's topic was healthy relationships start with self. Not a strong suit of mine. I was like, I'm gonna go this month, and I'm not gonna say anything, right? I'm just going to be a part and take notes and all of the wonderful things. I'm going to read to you the mission from last month. I have it here on the screen. It says, healthy relationships start with self, love, boundaries, and mental wellness. So many of us pour into others while running on empty. We say yes when we mean no. We lose ourselves in romantic relationships, family, friendships, work, and then we wonder why we feel drained, resentful, or unseen. The truth is, you can't build healthy relationships with others until you build one with yourself. For many, it starts with knowing your values and honoring your boundaries. Today, we create a space to clarify what matters most to you, understand your boundary style, and learn how to protect your peace so you can show up fully in relationships that matter most. I was like, you know what? I am going to glean this time. I am not going to share. I love to talk. Everybody knows I love to talk. I love to talk, but this time I need to learn something. So I'm going to close my mouth and I'm just going to take from the community this time. You know that didn't happen. I'm going to tell you what happened. Someone raised their hand and said, because people were bringing out really great points about self-love, self-care, all of these things that they just don't compute to me, if I'm being honest. And so someone said, what about, it's just so easy to help others. It's far more challenging to help yourself. It just is that way. And that struck a chord. I mean, some sort of a harmonic something inside of me, and I was just like, oh. So I raised my hand, and I ended up pouring out. And I shared a lot that I won't share in this space. That was such an intimate setting, and I was comfortable sharing there. I'm not sharing on these internets what I said in that session, but I will tell you. Okay, so self-care, self-love is not easy for me. And after leaving the session, I did some deep searching within myself, and I figured out why I have such a tough time caring for me. I'm going to share scriptures with you that I've known since I was a child, and for some reason they dug really deep. And I'll just read to you what I wrote, what I have here, and then you'll understand. Romans 12:3 says, "For I say, through the grace." Okay, come on. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as Yah hath dealt to every man the measure of faith. Right? Okay. This is what it says in the Amplified version. For by the grace, which is unmerited favor of God, given to me, I warn everyone among you not to estimate and think of himself more highly than he ought to think, not to have an exaggerated opinion of his own importance, but to rate his ability with sober judgment, each according to the degree of faith appointed by God to him. Listen to this one. This is Colossians 3:12 in the King James. Put on, therefore, as the elect of Yah, holy and beloved, bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering. In the Amplified version, same Colossians 3:12 says, "Clothe yourselves, therefore, as God's own chosen ones, his own picked representatives, who are purified and holy and well beloved by God himself, by putting on behavior marked by tender-hearted pity and mercy, kind feeling, a lowly opinion of yourselves, gentle ways, and patience, which is tireless and long suffering and has the power to endure whatever comes with good temper." So, as a young person, I remember reading this. I remember believing it. It is so important, in my opinion, to give and to do for others and not to have such a high thought of self. It can turn into self-worship, right? Not understanding that you have to have a very healthy balance in order to help others. So I was given the charge last month to come up with a list of 10 things to do for self-care, right? Just to do for you, not to worship yourself, none of that. Just to care for yourself so that you can give quality of care to the ones that you love, to the things and the people and all of the ways that you pour this way so that you can pour in a healthy way out to others. This is the list of things that I came up with. List of 10 self-care to do for me, for Rachel. Number 1, journaling and handwriting. This is actually the journal that I just bought. It is so nice. It is so pretty. It is aesthetically pleasing. It's just, I love it so much. And I'm going to want to write in it, which is this. So my number 1 is journaling and handwriting. Because I don't have beautiful handwriting, I don't like my handwriting. But in order to have better penmanship, what better way to do it, right, than to journal every day? So that's my number 1. Number 2, coloring. I love coloring even as an adult. I used to laugh at people with those adult coloring books, like, you too big. But no, coloring is so peaceful. So I have coloring books. I have markers. I have crayons. I have colored pencils. I have all of the materials. I just don't do it. So I'm going to challenge myself to start doing it. But aside from the coloring books, I really enjoy YouTube videos of people coloring. There's this lady named Savannah. I love her channel. I love her makeup videos. So her coloring is astounding. It is so peaceful. So I like to watch those, and even like the games and apps. I do that. So as number 2, coloring, whether it be in my coloring book, watching a video, or playing like a coloring game, I'm just going to make it a point. I'm going to focus and really sit down and do that for myself. Ice cream social solo. I'm going to take myself for ice cream regularly because I just to have a scoop, nothing major. Number 4, I call tactiling. I love to touch things. I'll walk around the grocery. I don't care if it's Sam's Club, Walmart, the shoe store, Michael's, Joann Fabric. Well, Joann is gone. Hobby Lobby. I just love to walk around and touch and feel different textiles, and I'll call it tactiling. And number 5, my hair on the 27th of every month. Sometimes I don't celebrate my birthday anymore, but I was born March 27th. So every month on the 27th, I do my hair. I'm supposed to do my hair. I have not been keeping up with it, but I'm going to do better. These next 5, I'm going to do once a month. One time, each thing until the end of the year. I'm going to take myself to the movies by myself. That's so hard. I'm going to clean out the videos and photos in my phone because I get so bogged down with just having to, I just need to take the time and do it. PSL, when I start seeing pumpkin spice stuff hit the shelves, baby, I am going to have a PSL day for me. Video game day, we have systems for the kids. I never play, but I enjoy Nintendo, so I'm just going to have a day where I just play all of my little Mario, this and that. And a library all day. Those are my things. Those are the things I'm going to work on. And I am so grateful for this challenge. Dear younger years, take care of you so that you can take care of others. Shalam.